Hello. In this problem, we want to determine if the following graphs represent functions. We also want to give the domain and range in interval notation. Let's look at A. A passes the vertical line test because every vertical line that we can draw has this crossing at only one point. Therefore, A is a function. Now let's look at the domain. Notice that the domain is always just the x values. It starts right here and it's going to the right. In other words, you start at 0 and you go to infinity. Now, do I include 0? And the answer is yes, because this is a closed circle. Therefore, I include 0. The range, if we look at the range, it's the y values. This is where it starts and it's going upwards. So we start at 1 and go up to infinity. So the range here is 1 to infinity. Notice I include 1 because again this is a closed circle. And so here is your domain and range. Okay, let's look at B. Notice that this is not a function because if I draw a vertical line here, it crosses at two different places. Therefore, no, this is not a function. And we can look at the domain, and remember the domain is the set of all possible x values, or the set of all x values that are producing real y values. And notice that everything to the left of 0 is going to be part of my domain. I also include 0 because there is not an open circle here. If there was an open circle, I would exclude it. So the domain here starts at negative infinity because of those arrows here, and it continues until 0, including 0. Now let's look at the range. Remember, the range is the set of all possible y values, and notice that this arrow is pointing not only to the left, but it's also pointing a little bit downward. And notice about this arrow, it's not only pointing to the left, but it's also pointing a little bit upwards. And because of that, this is telling you that this will always keep going down forever and ever, and that this will always keep going up forever and ever. Therefore, your range here is going to be negative infinity to infinity.